Hello doll fans and welcome back to Beauty Inside a Box. Today I have a new doll news video for you. This is the series of videos on my channel where we talk about all the newest doll releases. We look at the promotional images and talk about the dolls we like and the dolls we don't like. Please let me know in the comments which dolls you like, which dolls you might buy, which dolls you don't like. And as always, if you love dolls as much as I do, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok, and also consider supporting me on Patreon. I have loads of exclusive videos on my Patreon, and you can also vote for upcoming videos on my Patreon. So if you want access to all those exclusive videos, supporting me starts from just $3, and I would really appreciate it. Anyway, let's talk about some of the new doll releases. Okay, we pretty much always start with Barbie, and this video is no different. We're starting with Barbie. We are talking about the new Barbie deluxe style dolls. Now, in my opinion, this is the only Barbie line that matters anymore. I think the dolls are nice quality. I think the style is quite cool. They have good articulation. I like the fact that all the outfits are quite Barbie-core. You know, they're all very cutesy and there's often a lot of pink involved. I really like this line and I hope it continues. I love the Barbie. I really love the Barbie. It's a shame the material looks quite cheap. It looks like the kind of fabric they used to use on like the Beanie Babies they sold at McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like that kind of felt material. But I love her heels. I love her tights. I think her tights actually look really cool. I love her high ponytail. Yeah, I think she looks great, you know? And she's got good articulation. She's just a nice Barbie doll. Like, this is what we want from Barbie. Just like cute outfits, you know, that you can change and you can pose her and stuff like that. That's all myself and I'm sure a lot of kids want as well. I really like this one with the big puffy sleeves. I think she's cute. I feel like the theme of this line is like black and pink, you know? That seems to be the theme. I'm really glad that there isn't a tall doll. I have a bit of a confession. I don't like the different heights. I think whenever they're a different height, their head looks out of proportion. And I kind of just want all my dolls to stand at the same height. So I'm kind of glad that it looks like there isn't a tall doll here. The short doll, she's cute. She's got like big puffy sleeves. She's cute. I don't really like her pleather skirt. And then the last one, the curvy doll, she's really cute. I like her shoes. I like her two-tone hair color, very cute. Like I said, I think the Barbie style line is one of the only Barbie lines that matters anymore, in my opinion, other than the collector line. We also have this like mix and match Barbie deluxe style doll, and yeah, she's cute. I mean, this outfit definitely isn't as nice as the other outfits we've looked at. The material looks kind of crunchy, if you know what I mean, but she's cute, she's cool. I hate those like platform trainers. They've been using this shoe mold for years, like, honestly, like decades now, and I just hate it. It looks so bad. But I like the other heels, the silver ones. The skirt is quite cute. Yeah. This doll also comes with different hands, so you can get her to like go like that or go like that. It looks like you can also make her do a thumbs up. Interesting. I find it funny that they don't have peace, but they do have a thumbs up. But yeah, she's cute. I like the different hands. You can kind of put her in shorts as well, and the shorts can become trousers. I like that. The only thing I don't like is on the shorts it says, Love XOXO. Cringe. Cringe. I really wish the shorts didn't have that on it. But you know, if the shorts were just plain, I think I'd like them more. But yeah, she's cute. So I forgot to talk about these dolls when I was filming, but we actually got a new wave of Barbie Basics dolls. In the last episode of Doll News, I spoke about the You Create sets, which are swapping style sets where you can change the head and swap the clothes and stuff like that. These are just individual singular dolls. And I have to say, I definitely think these looks are better than the You Create looks. There's a little bit of style here. I still think the theme of this line is nudes, like flesh color. And I'm just not a massive fan of like flesh tone outfits. From the very beginning, I wasn't going to be a massive fan of this wave. There are definitely some looks I quite like in here. I like this halter neck top with the shiny skirt. That's quite cute. I like this off-the-shoulder dress. It is very basic, but it's quite cute, and it goes well with the strappy shoes. I do not like this print on the trousers. I mentioned this in the last episode when I was talking about the You Create dolls. I do not like this print, so therefore I hate these trousers. I think they look awful. I just think this print is so tacky. This doll is fine. I think her hair looks really nice. The dress is, again, just fine. I don't really have anything to say about it. It's a fine dress. I like that it's sparkly. I like her shoes as well. I just don't love this face mold. She looks kind of annoyed, like she's unhappy to be here. Which, to be fair, if I had to wear some of these looks, I would be unhappy too. But by far and away, my least favourite doll in this new wave is also, sadly, the first boy doll in this line. This look is so awful. I honestly thought it was a hospital gown when I first saw it. I thought it was like hospital scrubs. And then I looked closer and saw that it wasn't. And I was just like, this is bad. Like I said, I hate this print. So having an outfit which is matchy, like top and bottoms covered in this awful print, I think is such a shame. And the sliders, oh, cringe. And the broccoli haircut, which looks like something from the Manosphere, the Louis Theroux documentary. This is so appalling, this outfit. I really can't stand it. But that said, this wave is definitely better than the You Create dolls. There are some nice dolls in here. I think this delivers on the Barbie Basics idea of like fun, swappable style better than the You Create dolls. I think this is more cohesive and more stylish than the You Create dolls. But, you know, overall, I'm still not very impressed. Okay, we are also getting reproductions of some of the Barbie and the Rockers characters. I love this. I really love this. Barbie and the Rockers from 1986 is such an iconic Barbie line. I love how 80s and bright and colourful these outfits are. I love the different textures. I love the hair accessories and the big hair and the outrageous makeup. It's just so much more fun than a lot of the dolls we get today. Unfortunately, you are paying for the privilege of having such a fun doll. These dolls were probably like originally like £15, maybe even £10. Now they are going to cost £70. 70 for what used to be a Playline doll, I think is just crazy. It makes me so sad in a lot of ways. I would really love to get these. I actually already have a reproduction of the Barbie and the Rockers doll. I got her for the Barbie 50th anniversary, but I'd love to get the other two. The boxes even look similar to how the boxes looked for the original dolls, which I love. And they come with a little extra t-shirt each, which is very cool. I love these. It's just the price, which kind of threw me off a little bit. I think $35 would have been a good price for these. But yeah, maybe that's wishful thinking. So sadly, Dana, I think, is going to be a Mattel Creations exclusive. So you can only get her at mattelcreations.com, which is a shame. And the character in the Barbie and the Rockers line, which kind of looks like Midge, has been left out, which I think is a shame. I would have loved to have a doll of her as well. But, you know, this is still a really fun line, and hopefully when I've saved up some money I can get them. I feel like for me it's like I want to get all of them or none of them, so I need to save up. They are $60 in America, £70 in the UK, which is, I just think, too much. What do you guys think? Next we have these Barbie roll and reveal dolls. Another reveal doll. I'm getting so bored of this gimmick. Oh my gosh. And these ones are inside balls. And you roll the ball and the doll pops out of the ball. Great. So Barbie is like dressed as a pop star. She's in a disco ball. I quite like her doll. It's a shame her outfit is just, you know, very bland, you know? It's like a really simple, sparkly blue dress. And I don't really like her shoes, her boots. They look kind of chunky. I wish they were a bit more like tight and fitted. But yeah, she's cute. I like the articulation is good. And we appear to have new made to move knees. The knees look a little bit less robotic, which is good. There's also a tennis playing one. Again, nothing really to write home about, but thank God she has articulation. You know, this is probably the first tennis Barbie doll we've got in ages which actually has articulation. And you can pose like she's playing tennis. And we have a football one. Yeah, fine, whatever. These are cute. You know, I actually think the dolls, because they have good articulation, I quite like these, but I'm just so bored of the whole reveal gimmick. I'm so bored of it. Who cares? Okay, next up, I actually already spoke about these dolls about 2 months ago. Back then, I thought they were going to be Barbie Fashionistas, but sadly, the Barbie Fashionista line is no more. It has been replaced by the Barbie Style line. I quite like these boxes. They look quite chic. I like the boxes. And I don't mind the Barbie Style name. You know, I spoke about this briefly in my previous video about how Barbie is going for this kind of arched box shape. It kind of looks like a rainbow. And they've labelled all the dolls either Barbie Friends and Family, Barbie Style, Barbie Career, I think is one of them, and Barbie Fantasy. They've kind of categorized the dolls a little bit differently. And I do quite like that. I like things being in categories, you know, I'm quite like organized like that. But, you know, it is a shame to see the end of the Barbie Fashionista line. You know, that was such an iconic line and it lasted so long. But yeah, so Barbie Fashionista is sadly no more. It's been replaced with Barbie Style. And again, kind of an ironic name because I don't see any style here. These outfits are bad. These outfits are bad. I think the only one I like is this one here with her like kind of structural top and her high pony. She's cute. She's cute. Okay, we have a Barbie pizza set. Don't really have much to say about this. It's quite fun, it's quite cute. Barbie's outfit is bad. Bad. Why this pattern on the skirt? And they've given her a shorter body mold, which I don't like the different heights, and I like even less when they put the Millie face on a different height. Because, what, is Barbie a shapeshifter now? She can change her height? Let's try and keep the characters reasonably consistent. I would prefer. Oh, she's in flats. I mean, obviously you would wear flats if you were making pizza, but Barbie wouldn't wear flats if she was making pizza. She would wear something a bit more slay. She's meant to be kind of like a heightened version of reality. Well, that's what I think anyway. I like all the little accessories. That's quite fun. It'd be better if this set came with like a table and chairs as well, so that you could like, you know, imagine it's the kitchen and also the restaurant. Okay, there are these travel dolls as part of the Barbie Friends and Family line. Don't really have anything to say about these. I think the outfits are kind of boring, and just like, you know, really unimaginative. It's so, where is the style? Like, Barbie used to have style, you know? I just find it a shame that, you know, this is what we're putting her in now, you know? It's just like the most basic, bland, boring outfits. I don't mind the Millie's outfit. What she's wearing is fine. I like the ruching. That's quite cute on the front. I think what Brooklyn Barbie is wearing is kind of cringe. Ugh. Okay, there's another travel set. This one comes with like the baggage collection conveyor belt, which is like one of the most boring parts of traveling, you know? I don't know. Anyway, I guess maybe a kid could find this fun, pretending to wait for their bags at baggage claim. Is that fun? I don't know. Again, the outfit the doll is wearing is so bad. It's also, it looks like a t-shirt and a jean skirt, but it's actually all just printed on. It's just like she's wearing one potato sack and they've printed on an outfit onto it. Mattel, this needs to stop. This needs to stop. This is offensive to Barbie. It's so bad. And it's not even like a nice outfit. I just hate it. Hate. Okay. This doll is going for a run with her dog. Don't like the outfit. But she's got articulation. That's a small plus. The outfit is kind of boring again, like, you know, can't she wear something a bit cooler? You know? Anyway. Okay, we have a Beach Fun. I think this doll was called Beach Fun Barbie and Ken. This is like a kind of reimagining of a classic Barbie doll from the 90s. And you know what? I don't hate this. It's a shame about the articulation on these dolls. But you know, they're cute. I quite like what the Barbie's wearing. It's like a fun skirt, very neon. But yeah, it's cute, it's fine. It is reminiscent of the original dolls, but obviously the quality is a lot less good. I actually bought one of these reimaginings. I bought Barbie and Ken with roller skates on, but I actually immediately sold them when I got them because the hair quality on the Barbie was so bad. Yeah, those dolls were really disappointing. But this one looks a little bit better. A little tiny bit better. Okay, we have a new bubble mermaid Barbie. We had a Caucasian version of this doll come out last year, and now we have a AA version, a kind of Brooklyn Barbie version. And you know what? Like, even though obviously the quality is dire, like there's no material clothing pieces, no articulation, just like a lump of plastic. I do think the colours and the design are quite nice. The facial screening is very cute. These like could be worse, but yeah. We also got a new Bob Mackey Barbie. Bob Mackey has been designing for Barbie for decades now. His first doll was released in 1990. I actually ordered the doll the other day. Let me get it. I think I'm gonna do an unboxing on my Patreon for this, the first Bob Mackey Barbie. She's stunning. And like, look, she's got sequins on her dress. Bob Mackey loves sequins. And I think one of the things that makes me so sad about this new doll is they've just kind of printed the sequins on. This design on her dress is obviously meant to be sequins, but they've just like printed it on. And how much does this doll cost? Let's find out. Bob Mackey Pink Glamour Barbie. She's gonna cost $125. So I think that's quite a lot for what is like not the most impressive doll in the world. You know, the Bob Mackey dolls from before would be a lot more extravagant. As you can see from this one, I also have these two Bob Mackey dolls. Just so over the top and elaborate. Obviously, it's silly to compare modern dolls to dolls from the 90s, you know. It's a very different time, but I do think it's a shame that these dolls still cost so much and we're compromising so much on the quality. But that said, I do think the design of this doll is very nice. You know, if she goes on sale, I might even buy her because she is beautiful. I love the face mold. Now, I will definitely talk about these dolls again when we get better images of them, but we've already had leaked images of the holiday Barbie for this year. And I quite like them. I actually quite like them. I'm really surprised. The past couple years, especially last year, the holiday Barbies have been not good. Last year's was especially bad. But these look quite nice, you know? I mean, it's a red dress, again. They seem to do red every single year at the moment, but I like the kind of layered moment here. I don't even mind the bow. Normally I hate bows, but like this is kind of a smaller, more understated bow. The material looks kind of shiny. It looks quite high quality even. It looks quite silky. The dress has even been hemmed around the bottom. They never hem the dolls these days. And I think the Ken even looks quite cute. I think they're only going to make one Ken this year, which I think is a better idea. You know, the Kens were not that popular. I think we just need one Ken and then lots of girls because, you know, the girls are more fun, let's be honest. Wish they'd given Ken a different hairdo because this hairdo is embarrassing. It's giving manosphere. But I like his jacket. He's cute. I love the red lips on the dolls. They all look really cute. Like, yeah, I think this is a good one. This is a good year. So, rather annoyingly, right after I filmed this video, Mattel started doing their Mattel Creations reveal event where they show off loads of new dolls. So far, we've got hints at the third Fashion Frontier doll. We've got hints at a new Silkstone doll. We've got a new Monster High Scollector doll, which I think looks really incredible, actually. We've got a fan vote for a K-pop Demon Hunters doll. We've got a Monster High X Masters of the Universe Skeletor doll, which does look quite fun. But I think the most interesting doll that they've released is this high fashion collector Barbie Atelier doll. She is the first collector Barbie doll to be 14.5 inches. She's made of the Silkstone plastic and she has 23 points of articulation. I mean, she's very pretty and the outfit is very detailed, you know, I'm quite impressed. I think this doll is maybe a little bit too far removed from the Barbie brand. Like, by this point, this is a completely different doll. This isn't Barbie, if you know what I mean. But I do applaud the experiment. I think it's an interesting idea. I'm glad they're doing something a bit daring. And, you know, the outfit is nice. I think the kind of very circular coat she's got on is interesting. I'm not a massive fan of huge bows, but this one's kind of fun in a way, I guess. The sequined dress underneath is very beautiful and the boots are beautifully constructed. I just think it's a shame that the doll had to be this gigantic, you know, colossal Barbie. Why couldn't it have just been an 11.5-inch doll?
This doll truly deserves her own shelf.
Atelier was born from the idea of pushing Barbie into more experimental, high fashion space. It's bold, artistic, and meant to stand out.
We've never done a Barbie collector doll in this height before. She stands at 14.5 inches tall, has over 23 points of articulation, and is totally new to our line.
She's very chic, very haute couture.
I was a bit frustrated because there's a moment in the promotional video where I feel like they're trying to imply that they've only ever been able to give this level of quality and this level of detail on this doll because she's 14.5 inches, which is just ridiculous. You know, you can give this level of detail to an 11.5-inch doll. Mattel just don't want to.
But it really unlocked a whole new world of possibilities for us with the design. So we were able to add all these incredible features from the construction of the doll to the intricacies of the fashion. And then we were even able to add these amazing premium features like the Silkstone, a really intricate hairstyle, glass eyes, rooted eyelashes.
And I was just annoyed by that because I was like, you can put this much detail into an 11.5-inch doll. You just don't want to. And that kind of frustrated me because I was like, this could have easily been an 11.5-inch doll. There was no need for it to be this big, bulky, you know, gigantor Barbie doll. She's very cute. I do like this. I just don't I don't like the oversized doll. And she cost $300. Which I think is absolutely insane. That is way, way, way too much for this doll. I think Barbie is trying to put quality behind an even bigger paywall, which I think is a shame. Honestly, if this doll was a little bit cheaper, if it was like £150, I would even consider getting it, because I do think this is quite an interesting moment in Barbie history, and I do think this doll will be remembered as Mattel's attempt at a, you know, luxury doll. But I just feel like I've been completely priced out. I think it's an interesting experiment, and I'd be really interested to hear what you guys think of this doll in the comments. I just think it's too expensive, and I don't like the fact that she's oversized. I also don't really like her hairstyle with the, like, hair in a bow. Very odd. I think if this doll had been the regular height, I might have been more interested in her, but never for this price. Okay, moving away from Barbie, we also have a Bratzversary doll for this year. I like this. This is Gaia. She's apparently one of the gods of fashion or something. There's all this lore behind this doll, which I love. I think she's like a kind of limited edition collector doll, but she's also sort of part of the charms line, because she still has the silver aesthetic, and she has a charm. She comes with like a charm bracelet charm. And I think she looks great. She looks great. Like, I love the kind of armor idea. I love all the little silver details. I love her hair. I'll be interested to see what the hair quality is like in real life. Don't love the big bow. You know, I mean, I was just talking about how I don't love bows. Not sure if I like this bow. I don't think it was necessary. If it were up to me, the bow would be gone. But, you know, overall, I think this is a fun doll. I love her. I love that she's a new character as well. That's fun. I love her piercing eyes and her lips. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. We have these Moonspell dolls. These are kind of like witchy dolls. It's kind of giving Bratzilla. It's very Tumblr, you know? This is giving like dark academia, Tumblr vibes. I think these are fun. These are cute. Probably won't get any. I don't think the quality looks amazing. I wish they were a little bit more elevated. These outfits look a little bit out of date, you know? Like I said, it's very like 2016 Tumblr vibes, you know? But one thing that's quite fun about them is they all have their own unique power. Again, kind of similar to Bratzilla's. Okay, so the names of the characters are Claire de Luna, Willow Thorn, Leia Stone, Karina Song, and Ray Lumina. They look quite nice in their boxes. I don't know, like, I've been trying to figure out what their unique powers are, but I can't find any information on it. There's like a kind of earth one. There's like a love potion one. There's like one that can see into the future or something. If you're like a sort of witchy crystals type of person, I'm sure you're gonna love these. I think the main thing I don't like about them is their hats. Are the hats made out of plastic? I don't know, those big, wide Trilby hats just feel so out of date to me. If these had come out in 2015, I would have thought they were the coolest thing in the world. But it's not 2015. It's 2026. But you know, they're fun. I kind of would like to see this line continue. I want to see where it goes next. It's kind of interesting to see Monster High characters that are like humanoid as well. They're like humans. That's quite interesting. I might buy this one. This one with the flares. She's quite cool. You know, what do you guys think? We also have a Monster High doll of Coraline. I love the film Coraline. It's such a good film. This doll is fine. Why does she look so evil? Why does she look so villainous? I don't really get that. I wish she looked slightly less demonic. But I think overall, I do really like this doll. She has her little doll. She's got her Wellington boots. There's lots of button kind of iconography. She's even got buttons like within her eyes. You know, if this goes on sale, I might even buy it. Okay, last but not least, I think these are the dolls I'm the most excited about. These are the Disney Princess Sparkling Princess dolls. Thank you, Mattel. Thank you for finally making some nice, high quality, movie accurate, articulated Disney dolls with removable clothes. That's all I've ever wanted. And finally, they've come through. They're only about £35 each, or $35 each, I think, which is pretty good, considering these are really nice, high-quality dolls. I don't know which one I want to get first. They're beautiful. They have loads of little stitched-on details, like, you know, Rapunzel has a ribbon on the front and some frills at the bottom of her dress and stuff like that. I love that. The hair quality looks really nice. I think Cinderella looks beautiful, you know? There's all this soft tulle material. She has her big puffy sleeves and her like strawberry blonde hair. Stunning. Ariel is obviously incredible. She has this beautiful tail and these like big frilly arm pieces, which are really fun. Her face is beautiful. These dolls definitely remind me of the Disney signature dolls from the early 2010s. But I actually think these look better. These look even better than those dolls. Wow. And they have really beautifully themed boxes as well. They're just like, this is what I want from Disney and Mattel. Why can't we have more of this? Why can't we have this but like Barbie form? Like beautiful ball gown Barbie dolls in really elegant boxes. Like, why not? I think my least favourite from this line is probably Jasmine. I don't like all the additional gold on her dress. Well, not dress, on her trousers. I don't really like all the gold, but, you know, she's still cute. Like, there isn't... I think all of these dolls look great. Okay, we also have limited edition, you know, extra large Moana 2 dolls. Aren't these a little bit late? Moana came out ages ago. Well, Moana 2 came out ages ago. Why are these only being released now? And they're really expensive. Let me see if I can find the price. Okay, these are limited to 2,700 units. And I can't find the price. In the UK, they are going to cost £180. That is ridiculous. Wow, that's so expensive. I mean, Moana 2 was not a good enough movie to justify buying these dolls, you know. I actually really didn't like it. I thought it was a bit of a mess. But, you know, if you love Moana 2, then maybe it's worth it. We also really recently got images of a Disney I Love You Forever, like Disney Illy Forever dolls of Miranda Priestley and Andy from Devil Wears Prada. I don't know how much these are going to cost, but I kind of love this. So I discovered that they're going to cost $50 each. I thought they were going to come together, but no, they're sold separately. It's kind of weird that they're part of the Disney Illy line. I find that a bit strange, but, you know, I actually think they look kind of cute, these dolls. I quite like the fact that they're a bit stylized. And I love the fact that they're wearing outfits from, I think, the first movie. I would have been a bit disappointed if it was outfits from the second movie. And there are loads of little references in here, like Miranda's bag says, "That's all." And Andy has like Starbucks coffee cups that have all their names on and stuff. I think these look really nice, and I will definitely be buying them because I love The Devil Wears Prada. I'm a bit nervous about the second movie, a bit nervous it's going to be bad, but, you know, I will definitely buy these dolls. I think they're really fun. So there we have it, doll fans. I spoke about some of the new doll releases which are coming out soon. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of these dolls. Let me know if you agree with my opinions. And also don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok. And also consider supporting me on Patreon. And I will see you real soon, doll fans. Bye! Thank you to Siren Kelly, Nikki, Christopher, Sunny, Bobby and Cheryl, Imani, Tracy, Jico, Patty Heiss, Anna, Jordan, Cynthia, Raina Ray, Petra, Desi, Michael, @dolls_on-the-go, Jasper, Lillian Lish, Michael and Russ, Amber Rodriguez, Natalie, Doreen, Lexi, Jeremy, Shannon, Angelique, Spooky Mama Baker, Vito and Logan, Sophie, Ronnie, Megan, Heights Nurse, Linda, Lay, Lab Rat 5 and Trevor. And thank you to all my other Patreon supporters. Your support means everything.